live with Lady Justice Liberty Press. We are currently here in Hillsboro, Texas, at a town hall meeting. And I'm here with BZ Watchdog. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, spread the word, spread some love.
She still hasn't responded. What time do you have, Lady J? By the way, guys, I have Lady J over here, LadyJ down in Colorado. Down here to visit the infamous BZ Watchdog. She literally went out of her way, 6 states, to come down here just to see me.
That's right.
Actually, you know what? She's agreeing with that, but we all know that's not really true. I'm just on her road trip, so she decided she's trying to make a trip to see pretty much as many auditors and activists as she can through Texas while she's here. She was with Keith and Danger. She's with me tonight, and she will be. Did you talk to Otto?
I have talked to Otto.
She's talked to Otto and Watchdog, so maybe they can provide something to her. Have you talked to Carolina?
Not yet, but I plan on it.
I'll make sure you get in touch with Carolina before we leave tonight.
I shot her a text, but I know she's a busy lady.
No, she's not busy. She's just bad at answering phone calls.
Busy sounds better.
And so we got, just so you guys know who we got here, we have Chief Tony Kane over there, and that's Brianna Garner. She's a Waco police officer. And then that is who they're over there talking to. She seems to be an okay council member for right now. As a compromise, they're not bad down in Waco, to be honest with you, depending on what you're doing, you know, who you are. I never had a problem. They were always very pleasant, polite to me, and respectful of my rights. So I can't really got anything bad to say about Waco PD. And then over here we have Council Member Dan Robinson, who is a former corrections officer at the Sheriff's Department. Eric Fleming, whose uncle was one of the ones that just got knocked out from county commissioner seat because he was crooked. She's showing the agenda over here. I would, but I got some notes on mine already for what I'm gonna be talking about. And then we got this new council member being appointed with his wife. And I don't know about that. Verdict's still out on him. Edgar Hernandez, another council member, just showed up.
We are live at Hillsboro, Texas. I am out here with BZ Watchdog. He is right now chatting it up with his audience. So that's why I'm stepping back a little bit. Letting you guys kind of view, if you will, what it looks like in here. Here's the wall of fame, I guess, of sorts. Some housekeeping. Let's like, share, subscribe, spread the word, spread the love. Hey, hey, hey.
I like when you speak. You usually make the news, man. And then we got good old pretty Leanne Richmond with her new haircut up there. It's more like a boy every day. So what she's trying to do, she's trying to pass the data center before she steps down because she doesn't live in the city. And that she was trying, they're going to try to do that in September, which is what I was told 2 months ago. And these dirty developers are going to pay off the mortgage at the end of the year from their little owner. It's owner financed by a board member. Well, technically, I shut that board down because it was illegal. I never established a mortgage for it. There's a lot of crooked shit going on there. And what do? They planned an event.
If you're just jumping on, we are at a regular city council meeting, August 4th, 2026, here in Hillsboro, Texas. Pardon me? I
always go to LadyJ, Free Press, and listen to her sound, because she's probably on the other side of the room. I don't know where she's going to stand when I do this.
Probably over there.
So, because I usually stand over here to get a good shot of the speaker.
Oh, okay.
The podium is where they go to.
Yeah, I don't want to stand behind the speaker. That's no good. So I might come over here to the end of the podium. We are in Hillsboro, Texas at a regular council meeting. I am out here with BZ Watchdog today. If you are not subscribed to BZ Watchdog, I highly suggest you go over, check out his work. He does attend these meetings quite frequently, I might say. And there is a lot going on. So do watch his vids and get caught up with the happenings here in the local town government of Hillsboro. Oops. And I do ask that you guys drop your comments, drop your concerns. And let's start a conversation in the comments. We're starting. Call the order. Hey.
Everyone that's involved is in the mercy of grace in Jesus' name. Amen. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Could make it.
BZ Watchdog. I can't see him. Can you hear him?
I want to address the fact that the mayor's not here. He's out of office. So that shows what kind of commitment you guys go on to. The 3 illegal total violations you guys are tonight. We filed local complaints. It seems like that's all we're doing. Those are related. And then we got, folks saying, we're not picking on you too much. We already know you don't live here, and I can focus on that. You notice Megan Henderson's missing again. You know, there's an email that was addressed to the council that said, I was bad for her mental health. I hope I didn't cause a mental break. That would be sad. I hope she's getting a little bit better. I mean, she doesn't watch my stuff, but I don't know how I can cause that much. But you got to take a 2-week plus vacation in the city of Hillsboro, especially on that $142,000 salary she has. Now, I do want to address the very vague agenda items of 8, 9, and 12. I believe that the council has already discussed this with somebody with the city, I'm not sure who. But there is a Texas Supreme Court case of Cox Enterprises versus Austin ISD that states you cannot have agenda this vague and deliberate on it. The fact that you have authorizing the city manager to negotiate and execute all necessary documents, what documents? What kind of power are you doing? That's your job to make sure you regulate that. Same thing goes with the Chamber of Commerce. You know, they're getting $21,750 every quarter for what? They don't pay rent on the building as it is. And I got trespassed by the chamber lady who doesn't even live in our operating room. That's actually falls back on you guys with the lawsuit that they come. Unless they want to settle up for $100,000 extra suit, which is an apology and rescind the trespass. All right, I'm going to give her over 30 days to do that. So if she doesn't want to do it, then it's going to fall back on the city for you guys because you guys take over that property and you pay them. It's all city money, so they can't do that. So now I want to go back to item 12 because I know we're going to speak on that. Speak on a little bit more. This is going to be a big total violation. What streets? What list? You're not addressing that to the public. What streets? So we know what streets you're planning on trying to make it one way. Again, it's going to be a total violation. I suggest these total violations. You table them, get them a little bit more specific, and put them on the next agenda. I'm not mad at it on the agenda. I'm just mad that you guys are violating the law and not making it clear and just doing it very vaguely. So with that being said, I really hate to give up my time. You guys know how I love stuff at 30 seconds. I've got it. But I do want to go back to the residency. When do you use it? Don't say October so you can pass these stats and everything next month. I'm going to keep stopping it so that we're not all when it passes and it doesn't pass. So, how much more time I got, Jefferson? Time up? Thank you, Jefferson. Appreciate you.
Okay. Now we have the administration of the oath of office to the newly appointed city councilman, place two.
Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of the city council, place 2, for the city of Hillsboro, of the county of Hill, of the state of Texas, and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and of the state, so help me God. Thank you very much. Okay, next we have the consent agenda. Consent agenda items 5 through 7 require no formal public hearing and are subject to being approved in a single motion. However, any city council member or the city manager may remove an item from the consent agenda to allow discussion and voting on them individually. Are there any council members that have any concerns with agenda items 5 through 11? Okay, hearing none, we'll go on to that. I have a motion to
Move to approve. That's second. Second.
Councilmember Fleming. Councilmember Beckwith. Councilmember Robinson. Councilmember Hernandez. Councilmember Richmond. Councilmember Garner.
Okay, then moving on, we'll go to the regular agenda, item number 12. Hold a public hearing, first reading, and deliberate on an ordinance establishing one-way street requirements and designating the list of one-way streets in the city of Hillsboro. I believe Tony's going to address this issue.
Yes, ma'am. Mayor Pro Tem, Council, I would like to have a little bit more time on this item. The school district changed their hours of operation for the school kids from the beginning. So I want to make sure the signs are up to date, like on Walnut Street from the junior high. So we can bring this back to you or next council.
So you're recommending we table it because this all has to do with school district one-way for their safety and protection?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Everybody okay with that, to table that? Yes. Okay. Then we will move on and hear and deliberate on the city manager's report. Since Megan's on vacation, we'll hear that from Tony.
We'll talk about restoration, beautification. We're still addressing grass clippings, as it costs money when staff sees violations. No update on not fuel stop. We don't have to stop on the Gateway Travel Center, it used to be Amigos. We will have a building sustainers meeting August 20th at 6 p.m. We have 8 structures going for the board for updates. Curb cleanup, we did hire a vendor to help address those issues. Donations, currently we're addressing 2 that are in the area of the old dirt cheap store. Continue to address tires, alleyways, continue to educate property owners on their responsibilities. Citywide cleanup will be August 29th, Saturday, August 29th. Somerset Edition update on, we've inspected roughly 80 homes out there so far. Wanted to show you the progress that they're making on the new street departments. Pictures, see that. Really big change from what it used to look like a couple of months ago. Council, have any questions for me? This is just a comparison from 25 to 26, and the number of calls for service, investigations that staff has completed. Second month this year compared to last year. Thank you.
Tonight is National Night Out. So I just want to remind everybody of that, and having completed our agenda for this evening, this meeting is adjourned.
Hey, 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 you heard it. The meeting is adjourned. Do stay tuned. If you don't mind, please and thank you. Agenda item number 14. It was a quick one. tag along with Lady J, 1A, and BZ Watchdog. Hey, hey, hey.
Okay, so we actually have a lot more TOMA violations because they just went like through, we're going to go ahead and do the consent 5 through 7 or 5 through 11 in one swoop. They didn't deliberate and talk about it whatsoever. So that's, at first off, 5 wasn't even on the consent agenda. It was actually before the consent agenda, which tells me that they were not paying attention to their own freaking agenda. So they just broke several laws in there, a lot of TOMA violations, and we're going to be following those complaints. Tony Kane was the only one that did actually the right thing. He claims it was just for the school zone. No, it's because he didn't want to get his ass fried. I've dealt with him enough. And bottom line is, when I'm stating Supreme Court case law, the smartest thing to do is just table the item. Plus, they talked to their legal counsel earlier today. Yesterday, the day before, so I don't know what was actually said, but I do know it was brought up and addressed, so the smartest thing they could have done was table it. But there was so many freaking TOMA violations from 5 to 11, one swoop. They didn't talk about them. They didn't deliberate them so the public knew exactly what they were talking about. They just did it like, everybody 5 to 11, eh? Yeah, that's because we have a shitty city council here. They all need to be thrown in prison for abuse of office. It includes the new guy that had no idea what he was doing because he should have asked questions. So, with that being said, we got Lady J, who's been over here filming. So if you weren't catching me live, hopefully you're catching her live. If you weren't catching her live, hopefully you're catching me live. I know the sound kind of sucks in there, but I'm gonna cut that meeting up. So just so you guys know, the mayor's out golfing out of country. I think it's like in Punta Uta or whatever. How come we couldn't do that too? The city manager was on vacation at the last city council meeting. She's at it again because supposedly, according to the email that I got, I'm not BZ Watchdog, quote unquote. I'll show the email later. The email says BZ Watchdog is not good for my mental health. I cannot believe she actually addressed that in an email to a city council. And then she goes on and states, well, I don't really look at all this stuff. That means you have your own mental health issue, not that I caused it. I might be the icing on the cake, but I mean, we all know you ain't been running the cities right for 5 years. So, sorry, I probably should turn this back around so that way you guys can actually see me. So I'm not sitting here accusing Lady J over here of being like Megan Henderson. You know? Sorry, that wasn't Megan Henderson, but no. So just so you guys know, I drove all the way up here for like literally a 10-minute city council meeting because they don't have any idea what they do. You see how quick they're ready to run out of here? This place is a fraud.
It's a fraud.
It's a fraud. I mean, and this is why, by the way, guys, I don't think I really announced this publicly on YouTube or YouTube Live. You might have heard me say it, but I'm actually running for County Commissioner Precinct 3 right here in Hill County as an independent candidate. I'm all over Facebook. I've been hitting it on Facebook. I'm holding an event Thursday. I'm going to be live streaming that on Facebook, not on YouTube. There's certain platforms I use for certain things. This one, I did this tonight for you guys on YouTube, not on Facebook, because this is a global thing. And this is Rigo over here. He's about to become a traitor if he doesn't start speaking out. Come on, man. Planning and zoning is going to be on the 24th again. And did you read the statute? Come on, let's go over here to Rigo real quick.
Hey, hey, hey.
So, I found it. We're turning this one on YouTube. You're live anyways. Everybody loves seeing Rigo. The last time you were on YouTube, everybody loved how you just went off on this. Vote them out. That's what I think we ought to do, the whole council. But that charter, I looked at the charter after that planning and zoning meeting a little bit more specifically because I thought I was right about something and I was. I thought I had seen it. Just want to double check. Went back and checked it. So it says that if the item in specific industry is not listed, it's prohibited. It says it clear as day, white flag. You can't beat around that. So when you go and look, it literally says there's a charter code for new and unlisted items. So they have to go through the new or unlisted to be able to clarify it. So by adding the word data center, their agreement and their mechanisms and checklists, as they keep claiming, who's going to enforce it? It's going to allow them to come in and just do what they want to do. And then that's joined with the county. That's not just a city 300 acres. That's going to be an 800. You know what it is down in Nexus right now after they told everybody 2,000? It's down to 12,000 because it's crossed over to limestone. It's crossed over to Navarro. And by the way, folks, I found out there's been 3 deaths out there at that data center that keep it quiet. One from a heat stroke from an old man that got in his car, and 2 gunshot related that happened last week. One 21-year-old kid got terminated from his job, went home, drove back, and shot himself in the head on camera. Okay? The other guy was a lineman. Supposedly, it was accidental. I don't know how it was accidental at work with a gunshot. But all of them have been called with care flight, so they weren't notifying the local fire department, so it wasn't reported. It did not make the news. So I've got people looking into that for me. I can't, now that I'm running, it kind of looks like conflict of interest, like I'm targeting that town. So I've kind of had to back off and let other people, but I still get information from out there. But that good cop I was telling you about is actually Rigo's brother. That's actually the best cop in town. And he does his job. And you guys don't hear me say that because everybody thinks I hate cops. I hate bad cops. So does Marcus.
Hate bad
anyways,
cops.
Rigo, man, hey, we'll see you on the 24th. We'll see you at the next city council meeting. All right, brother.
Y'all take it easy. Have a good day.
See you, man.
Take care.
Cops will always talk for cops.
I want to thank each and every one of you for climbing aboard with Lady Justice Liberty Press, as well as
But anyways-
BZ Watchdog.
Anyways, what are we doing? I'm going to just hit the camera at you. You're going to hit the camera on me, so that way we got face-to-face going on.
Okay.
So what are you doing at this point?
What am I doing? I'm probably going to go find something to munch on maybe here shortly. I don't know. Tonight I'll probably stay kind of local
Okay.
to this area. Tomorrow I'm going to drive back over to where I was in the temple area. I think I will actually get to my brother's tomorrow.
Okay.
So-
But you're going back towards that way, right? You're not going back up this north or east or west or
Well, whichever way temple is.
south.
South, okay,
So you're
yeah.
going back towards Kiva.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well then, pleasure meeting you.
It's a pleasure meeting you too, sir.
I gotta talk to everybody because everybody was gonna want to see Brownie in the car. So it sucks that she came all the way up here for a 10-minute council meeting.
Yeah, it sucks that they did it the way they did it because it's not correct.
It's
the
not
way,
correct.
No.
It's not correct. If the mayor was here, that would have done one by one. They wouldn't have done it in a fail swoop. That was actually a violation of Tumblr. You could tell she wanted to get out of here after I called her about the residency issue and the trespass issue and the lawsuits and the live streams. That woman wanted to run. She
Yes,
looked like a tomboy. She cut her hair and don't look good on a live stream. So, anyways, I'll call you later.
Alrighty, thank you. It was great. It was great meeting you. Okay, guys. As you can hear, the Constitutional Cruiser has issues. It has issues. It's loud. Even BZ Watchdog, excuse me, has said how loud this van is. Anyway, y'all, I want to thank each and every one of you for climbing aboard with Lady Justice Liberty Press. And stay tuned. You never know when I may upload a video or short or go live for your viewing pleasures. Hey, hey, hey. Until next time, I'll catch you on the other side.